This is a picture of Elizabeth Jasso. Now, Elizabeth's mother-in-law was pleading on social media for her safe return. This post quickly gained traction, with many speculating what could have happened to Elizabeth. Now, Elizabeth was 40 weeks pregnant with twin boys when she had apparently just suddenly vanished. People were sharing the post and many wondered where Elizabeth could be. Others felt bad as Elizabeth had just lost her husband 6 months prior and now she was about to give birth without him. Many were also concerned for her mental health, wondering if that was why she disappeared and if she just needed time away. But as people shared the post and speculated online, the twists and turns in this case kept everyone hooked to the story. Now Elizabeth's husband, Milko, had been 29 when he had passed away. He had been a resident of Baytown, Texas, and he'd been married to Elizabeth. They were expecting their twin boys, but in February 2021, Milko had been shot at the home of a young woman. It had been said that for some reason Milko had started a physical altercation between this 20-year-old woman and her boyfriend in their home in Texas. The woman had then retrieved this GUN, although it had been the boyfriend that had shot him. Both the girl and the boyfriend were taken into custody, and it's a little unclear as to actually what happened and why. But at the time, Elizabeth and Milko had only just found out they were pregnant and had been looking to the future, with Elizabeth sharing this sweet post to social media. Daddy loves the growing belly. #Jasso twins. Elizabeth had openly shared photos to her social media platform of photos, gender reveal parties, ultrasounds, and the couple was so looking forward to their new arrivals. Elizabeth had been devastated at the loss of her husband. Now, prior to vanishing, Elizabeth had shared another post to social media saying, "Y'all pray for this girl's inducement scheduled for tomorrow to bring our boys into the world." And she even tagged her husband, Milko Jasso, into the post. The inducement was set for 10 a.m. That morning, Elizabeth had woken up and she had posted again, "My heart is filled with so much joy and sadness. All I can imagine is your big, beautiful smile as your body rocks up there in heaven. The day is here, and I know your spirit flies all around me. I promise that Cash and royalty will know how great you were. I will love you forever." But on this day of the 5th of August, the day that Elizabeth was due to be induced, she would just suddenly vanish off the face of the earth. Her mother-in-law could not get hold of her, did not know where she was, and it was all very concerning, especially when she was so close to giving birth. It all sounded so devastating, so sad at a time that should have been just so happy. Now, Blanca, the mother-in-law, filled a missing persons report in. She posted to social media, "This is my daughter-in-law as Elizabeth Jasso. She's 40 weeks pregnant with twins. She hasn't been seen or heard from since the 5th of August at 7:30 a.m. If anyone has any information or has seen her or her car, please inbox me or call the Baytown police. She was supposed to get induced yesterday. I talked to her on Wednesday night saying, 'Hey little mija, you better not have those babies until I get home.'" The mother-in-law, Blanco, also had said that Elizabeth had been seen leaving her home on the 5th of August in the morning, but without the bag that she'd packed to take to the hospital. So by now everyone is following along thinking, "Oh my God, I hope this girl is okay. She's had so much trauma in the past 9 months and she's supposed to be giving birth to these babies like yesterday. Where is she?" Now, Elizabeth's cousin-in-law said that after Elizabeth had disappeared, the family had uncovered plenty of evidence that Elizabeth had faked her pregnancy. They said that she had bought fake sonograms online, buying a fake belly to wear. Her family said that she had never been pregnant to begin with, saying that she couldn't even have children. You're probably thinking the same as me, like, what? Yes, this is what they were saying. A mother-in-law had been concerned. She had filed a missing person report. The babies were due to be born. Everyone was worried. How could none of this be true? What a devastating blow to everyone who was worried. To her mother-in-law that felt that her son was gone, but these boys were going to be living on in his place. What, they didn't even exist? Her mother-in-law wrote on social media, "I am completely at a loss for words at what I have discovered. Me and my family and friends have been deceived by my daughter-in-law. This is my daughter-in-law. She has faked her pregnancy and her ultrasound photos, and we had no clue at all. Seeing that I lost my son 6 months ago, and then we are waiting on the arrival of my grandsons. So Liz, if you are seeing this, thank you for getting our hopes up. I just ask you to come home and come forward with answers." Elizabeth's sister-in-law also wrote a post saying, "I still am completely lost for words. My inbox is going crazy and I'm sorry if I haven't messaged you back. The family have put 2 and 2 together and we know now that Elizabeth had faked this entire pregnancy. All we are seeing all over Facebook is so many judgments, so much negativity and everyone putting their 2 cents in, which I understand this is social media and that's what people do. But please don't forget how this has hurt our family. Here we are thinking we are about to have 2 baby boys born into this world and there aren't even any babies. This has broke our hearts tremendously and we are taking it hard. We just lost our brother in February and now it's like losing 2 of his babies that aren't even real. We were all excited about meeting them and waiting for their arrival. Life isn't fair and it's beyond heartbreaking. And as for Liz, I hope she returns safely and gets the help she needs because this is an illness that needs attention by a therapist or a hospital." Now this seemed like an absolutely devastating blow to her and Milko's family. They'd been so excited about the imminent birth of these 2 boys that would live on even though Milko could not. Elizabeth's sister, Isabella, said online, "True family and friends love Elizabeth, no matter what the situation, regardless of whether she is pregnant or not. She is still missing. So can we focus on that instead of picking her apart? And get her back home here? Please don't be hurtful over what we don't understand. As unfortunate as the circumstances are, our goals are to still get her home safely to her loved ones. Let's not forget that she's still a daughter, a sister, a friend, etc. We still don't have any information on her whereabouts and we are very concerned. Liz, if you see this, we are praying for you and we hope that you come home soon." So just 5 days after being reported missing on the 5th of August, on the 10th of August, Elizabeth was located by police. It was also confirmed that she had never been pregnant. She had been lying about the whole pregnancy thing for 9 whole months. Now this had been going on since her husband Milko had been alive. So it's a wonder why Elizabeth had felt the need to do this, to do all of this. Had she been concerned she was losing him? But what were the reasons behind it all? She must have known that at some stage she wouldn't be able to hide it forever, and at some stage people were going to wonder where she was, where the babies were too. We see similar cases only in 2023. A girl named Carly Russell, who lived in Alabama, suddenly disappeared from a highway. For 2 whole days, no one knew where she was, until she was later found to have fabricated the entire story of her own abduction. It's strange, and it makes you wonder why these people do this to cause so much distress and worry to other people, to people that they love. And now Elizabeth has been found, but to this day we still don't know why she did what she did. She's never come forward to social media and explain. We have not heard from authorities anything that she has disclosed to them, and it's unknown if it was due to trying to hold on to her husband as she told him that she was pregnant. Was she thinking that she was going to lose him? This 20-year-old girl that we heard about at the beginning of the story, the one whose boyfriend apparently shot Milko, was that due to a possible affair and that's why the boyfriend shot Milko that night? Did Elizabeth feel like she was losing him? Was it due to a mental illness that she had told she couldn't go back on? Or was it for the attention and the sympathy she would receive whilst pregnant? Who knows? There are groups online that still discuss this case, but I would like to express my condolences to Milko's family. Not only have you lost your beloved son, but 2 boys that I'm sure you have had to grieve for despite them not even ever existing. I'm so sorry, and my prayers are with you. I just hope that Elizabeth gets the help that she needs to move forward and live her life in a productive way. I'd love to know what you think about this case. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you have enjoyed today's video, there are so many more to watch here on YouTube as well as on TikTok, and you can follow for more updates and all the latest stories on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. All at Crime Stories Obsessed, who will always be here, remembering the victims and their families, as their stories will always be important and they will always live on. Thank you for watching. From everyone here at Crime Stories Obsessed, we wish you a good day. Please stay safe wherever you are in the world.